Valentina. Good morning. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Christopher Sewell, and I serve as the Director of the Department of Employment Training and Rehabilitation. Man, I don't even know my name, or DETR. We're here today to share an important milestone, successful launch of Nevada's new unemployment insurance system, what we call NUI. NUI is a substantial upgrade, customized for Nevadans. It represents a critical shift in how we support Nevada workers and employers. Nevada's new unemployment insurance system is designed to serve claimants and employers more efficiently, securely, and reliability. This modern platform reflects DETR's goal to provide timely benefits, reduce delays, and support Nevadans during critical moments of need. NUI was developed through a multi-year modernization effort that brought together federal support, state expertise, and technical partners. We've added mobile access, self-service features, and advanced fraud detection to ensure the system can better respond to Nevada workers and employers. When Nevadans lose their jobs, they face more than a loss of just income. They face stress, uncertainty, and the challenge of finding their next opportunity. Unemployment benefits provide that bridge and that temporary support during that time. We modernize the system to deliver that support clearly, quickly, and more reliably. It's about helping people regain stability and empowering them to return to work with confidence. You will recall that this is phase 2 of DETR's multi-year modernization project. Our intent with this phase was to move away from a decades-old system to something that was far more secure and far more user-friendly. Through a rigorous process, DETR selected Fast Enterprises as our partner in creating NUI. Today, the system offers an easier way for users to address benefits, appeals, claims, weekly certifications, benefit payments, adjudication, and claimant self-service. There are many changes, but some of the most notable features include the continued 24-hour access of the system, the ability to file claims, certify weekly, check your benefit status directly at nui.nv.gov, nui.nv.gov. The ability to claimants to now leverage direct deposit. Yes, direct deposit. We encourage claimants to sign up for direct deposit. They will get their money quicker. So we have that new ability for our claimants and our citizens of Nevada. An improved multi-layer approach to fraud protection and a wide range of self-help tools directly within the system. We even have a chat bot, Benny the Bighorn, who can help route users to information that they are hunting for. We also have the ability to use a desktop, a laptop, your phone, or a tablet. It formats to whatever you're using. So if you pull out your phone and you bring up NUI, it will format exactly, I have to start over, click to start over, but it will format exactly to the phone. So you're not scrolling back and forth and maybe missing a box. You scroll up, down, and fill in as you go. Much easier, much simpler for Nevadans. Now I'm going to give you a statistic. 60% of filers in the last 2 weeks are using their phones. I'm a baby boomer. I use a desktop. I print out paper. In today's age, people use phones for just about everything. And so now they can use a phone to file unemployment. In fact, before I go further, I want to take a moment to make a direct ask of the media friends here today. I just mentioned that we built in a new wide range of helpful tools, how-to videos, a written guide, and Benny the chatbot. These tools will help walk users through a wide range of commonly experienced issues users might encounter during their experience. In fact, two topics in particular, how to log in and how to certify, are the top two reasons people call the call center right now. The how-to videos for these topics were among the very first we created because we knew they would be critical during this transition. If we're able to help amplify that message, share with your audiences that users can find those helpful tools right within NUI.nv.gov, it will help. You'll help reduce the number of calls coming into the system, help those claimants navigate to a resolution faster, and ensure those Nevadans with more complex issues can get some more hands-on help through our call center. We officially embarked on this phase in March of 2024, and I'm pleased to report that today, more than 2 weeks past NUI's official launch, more than 90% of the users have successfully logged in and filed claims or matched their claim from the previous system. But no system, regardless of how new it is, matters unless it works for the people. That's been an overarching goal for this entire effort. I want to acknowledge the tremendous group of dedicated team members, many of you are in this building, who moved NUI forward. They took care to bring to the forefront issues in the old system that could cause a delay or challenge, so the new iteration could appropriately minimize and eliminate those delays and challenges. They have prioritized NUI in addition to their other responsibilities. We still had claimants calling in. We still had to process claims. We still had to help people find jobs, along with NUI and making NUI. And they did double duty. And they worked very hard to make sure this was a great system. They prioritized the NUI in addition to their responsibilities to ensure this project would come through on time and on budget. Let me repeat that. On time and on budget for a state system. I also want to recognize and thank our state leadership for carving out the time, attention, and resources necessary to make this new system a priority. Their support reflects a shared commitment to serving Nevadans with the tools and infrastructure they deserve. I'm grateful to everyone's impressive commitment over the last several years to making life easier for Nevadans. As with any large system change, there are critical moments where thoughtful timing and precision are required. One of those moments was the planned system blackout. It was indeed necessary for DETR to enter a blackout so we could safely and securely transfer the data of all account holders within our system. In making that decision, we had weighed two major responsibilities: protecting the integrity of sensitive claimant data and preventing the kind of fraud and waste that ultimately cost taxpayers money. We selected June 30th through July 7th period to minimize disruption, given there were only 3 business days during that period. We notified both claimants and employers in advance, mailed notices and system messages. We made strategic decisions not to advertise the outage outside of those parties in order to deter fraud attempts and best secure the sensitive data that we have. Behind the scenes, IT and cybersecurity teams were actively engaged. Right now, we have more than 100 IT professionals to monitor and protect the system around the clock. Cybersecurity remains a constant priority, and we are confident this new system represents the most secure version we've ever offered to Nevadans. going to be very transparent with this point, and that's our DETR phone system call center. Currently, we know that sometimes it can be challenging to get through. I've directed changes to how the call center admits the number of calls, and former processes presented us with an opportunity to make these improvements, not only to NUI, but to the call center. And we are continually making improvements to admit more phone calls, because we know that can be a small issue for some. And we believe this will help, but with NUI and all the self-help options and how it was designed as a customer service friendly platform, we believe that the immediate increase in our call center is actually going to be decreasing, and that those that have more complex cases will get through. This last Friday, I had part of my executive team in my office, and we all called into the call center. No prompting, we just all called the call center. It was Friday morning. We all got through. I can tell you that Mondays are a heavy day in the call center. Toward the end of the week, it's much easier to get through. That's just the nature of how this call center and the system is set up. But, as I've said before, NUI is customer service friendly, and we believe that it will end up balancing out. While phase 2 is now complete, NUI is still engaged with Fast Enterprises. The project spans a total of 10 years to ensure the system can be properly maintained. It is true that DETR listened and learned from the issues of the 2020 global pandemic brought to our and many others' doorstep. NUI has been built with the ability to scale, meaning that should another event take place, God forbid, hope not, maybe the aliens will land on the strip and that might cause it, but NUI will be able to be very flexible and ramp up and ramp down when needed. We remain mindful that unemployment benefits are vital when Nevadans face the loss of a job. It's often a lifeline. The entire team has been acutely aware of the tremendous responsibility we have in aiding Nevadans during difficult times. And these next few comments are for claimants directly. While we know unemployment can be a tough chapter, it's also a turning point. There are organizations and programs across Nevada, like EmployMV and Workforce Partners, fully committed to helping people discover what is next. We have EmployMV offices just like this throughout the valley and in some library locations and throughout the state of Nevada. I'm just very pleased to be able to share that with claimants. We're here to help in your next chapter. And while you embark upon that new journey, navigating your unemployment benefits should be much, much easier with faster payments, fewer delays, and more time for claimants to focus on what's next. A little over 2.5 years ago, I received a phone call from Governor Joe Lombardo offering me the job of director. His one comment to me, don't screw up. Now I'm sure you can use your imagination. It wasn't those exact words. After his first State of the State address, he was asked by one of the press corps in the halls of the legislature, what are you going to do next? His comment, get shit done. I can tell you, that's what we have been doing in DETR for the last 2.5 years. So that way we can help Nevadans faster, quicker. We're not afraid to use technology to make lives easier for Nevadans. we are getting shit done. Again, I want to thank you for coming, and I'm available for any questions you may have.